I'm waiting for your answer.
Yes, sir. We can not exactly 100%, but yes, somehow we are secure, sir.
Okay, not always. No, Udanachan, no. Okay, right now, not even a single device is secure. Your oven is a computer which make things hot. Your refrigerator is a computer which make things cold. Your ATM is a computer with money inside. Then your smart bulbs are the computer that shine bright when someone flips switch on or switch on and off. Right now, you are not at all safe because your Aadhaar card. I hope you all understand. Just think about your Aadhaar card scenario. Right now, your biometrics or your retina or your fingerprint is attached with your Aadhaar card. Right now, your biometrics, your retina or the fingerprints is attached with your Aadhaar card. Number two, your Aadhaar card is linked with your bank account. Number three, there are a lot of mobile phone companies provide you different kind of facility like face recognition and fingerprint sensor. And we people using it because we want digitalization, right? Yes or no? We want digitalization. But at the same time, mobile phone companies knows everything about you. They only want your Aadhaar card number and they can access your account. And at the end of the day, people's talking about the security kind of concerns and privacy kind of concerns. I really don't understand what's happening right now. I really don't understand the social media policies. Okay, so you are not at all safe on the internet. And right now, we people share our personal information with Facebook, Instagram, WeChat, Snapchat. We people shared our professional informations with LinkedIn, right? Yes or no? And at the end of the day, people's talking about security kind of concerns. You are not at all safe on the internet. We people carry those smartphones everywhere. We do have a private conversations on the Facebook and the emails. We buy the stuff over the internet. We buy the internet of things and use it, right? Yes or no? And at the same time, anybody can take control of you and take your advantage. That's it. Then my next question: what's the biggest lying on the internet? My next questions to all of you now. What's the biggest lying on the internet? Please tell me fast. What's the biggest lying on the internet? My voice audible, right? Are you liking this particular section? Please tell me in chat box. What's the biggest lying on the internet? And you know what? The biggest lying on the internet is that I have read the terms and conditions. I accept the license and agreements. I repeat once again. What's the biggest lying on the internet? The biggest lying on the internet is that I accept the terms and conditions. I have read the license and agreements. And I know people lie on the internet. And how do we know this? Because we haven't read the terms and conditions. We do not read the terms and conditions. Then what we clicked okay. Like what the hell is that? Yes or no? And how do we know this? Because we set up a free internet hotspot in Mumbai region and we provide the free internet to all the users who accept our terms and conditions. And our terms and conditions mention that using this kind of Wi-Fi, you have to give your firstborn child baby to Mr. Ajinkya or the Ditto security company. And if you don't have a child, we will take your favorite pet animal. And at the end of the day, all the people clicked OK, right? I hope you all understood. At the end of the day, all the people clicked OK. Like, what the hell is that? Like, no one read the terms and conditions carefully. So first, please read the terms and conditions carefully before accepting anything. That's mandatory, okay? So please read the terms and conditions carefully. So the biggest line on the internet is that I have read the terms and conditions. The next thing, if you want to check your account has been compromised in some data theft or in some data breaches or in some hacking cases, and if you want to check, please visit Have I Been Pawned. Please visit Have I Been Pawned. If you want to check your account has been compromised or not, please visit the Have I Been Pawned. So please post your email IDs in chat box so I can check your account has been compromised or not. Please post your email IDs in chat box so I can check your account has been compromised or not. I'm waiting for your reply. Okay. If you want to check your account has been compromised or not in some data dips or in some data breaches, please visit the Have I Been Pawned. Okay, wait a minute. So all you have to do is please visit here. Number one, that is Have I Been Pawned. Have I Been Pawned here. And the next thing, all you have to do is have I been pawned? All you have to do is just type your mobile number or the email address here and just click pawned here. So wait a minute. I just take, okay. Now copy and check here and just click on. Now, Mr. Manish sir, I think your account has been compromised in 2 data breaches. Manish sir, your account has been compromised in 2 data breaches. Number 1, that is Canva, and number 2, Clear Voice surveys. Number 1, Canva and the Clear Voice survey. Okay. So just do one thing. Please change your mail ID. Please change your password. And one more thing, don't use the same password everywhere. Don't use the same password everywhere. Okay. And always make your unique password in your mother tongue. Make your password in your mother tongue so no one can beat and no one can crack you. Because right now, each and every single device is spying on the internet, right? Because at their core, everything is a computer. I hope you all understand. So please change your mail ID, please change your passwords. Then I suggest another website if you want to check your account has been compromised or not. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Just click on, and good news, no pawn found. So your account not has been compromised. So that's it. I suggest another website, that is Behashed. Behashed. Okay, Behashed. That's it. Just click here, Behashed. Free password. Just type your phone number or the phone number or your email address and check your account has been compromised or not. That's it. That's okay. And one more thing, always keep 2 things in your mind. First, the security properties of website name, please. Number 1, that is have I been pawned. Number 2, that is dehashed. Dehashed and have I been pawned. And if you don't understand anything, please visit here. That is OSINT framework. Open source intelligence, OSINT framework. Okay, here we go. Just click here. If you want to find out, if you want to verify the emails, just click email addresses here. Wait a minute, it will take some time. And just check the breach data. So these are the different websites available here. For example, the Intelligence X. Then the second one, that is Breach or Clear, and the Ashley Madison database or the Ashley Madison emails. Okay. Another website, you just put your email address or the password or the your phone number here and just click search. Okay. I hope you all understood. What to do if my ID is pawned? Just do one thing. Please change your email ID. And one more thing. Don't start your email ID with your business name or your own name. Okay. Always make unique email address because everything is connected to your emails. Everything is connected to your email. So always make unique email ID. Not start from your name or not start from your business name. That's the only solutions we have. Means if you want to secure yourself from such a kind of attack, is there some other ways to avoid that? No. Okay. I hope you all understood. Please visit the OSINT. Number 2, that is open source intelligence, dehashed, and have I been pawned? Right? Yes or no? Please tell me fast. I hope you all understood, right? Then one more thing. Right now, each and every single device is spying on you. Right now, each and every single device is spying on you. And how many of you think that antivirus softwares really work? Please post your answer in chat box. How many of you think that antivirus softwares really work? Not many. Okay. No. No. Okay. Not up to mark. Yes. Okay. I'm waiting for your answer fast, please. How many of you think that antivirus softwares really work? No. Okay. So in the underground hacking community, there will be a lot of the people who will argue that lot of the times that antivirus companies created the viruses, sprayed on the internet and selling your account automation. Antivirus companies created their own viruses, sprayed on the internet and selling your account automation. And recently, Israel Institute of Technology collected 82 new viruses, new computer viruses, and ran against the malware detection engine. What? Ran against the malware detection engine, like top branded antiviruses. And the very first initial stage, antiviruses only detect the 5% of antiviruses only detect the 5% of malware. Now, what about the 95% then? Because right now, everyone is just doing a business. Right now, everyone is just doing a business. No one is taking care of your security. No one is taking care of your privacy. So I suggest you don't use the anti-spyware or the antivirus software. Okay, I hope you all understand. Don't use the anti-spyware or the antivirus software. Yes, that's it. Because most of the antiviruses create their own viruses, then sprayed on the internet and selling your account automation.
Hello. Sorry for interruption.
Then next thing,
Yeah, if we don't
yes,
use
please.
antivirus, then how to avoid means any attack?
Internet threat. Okay, just do one thing. Don't use the untrusted Wi-Fi, because you know what? Human being operates on trust, right? I hope you all understand. Human being operates on trust. Society would never be formed without trust. Society would collapse without trust. We trust the food in our supermarket not to make us sick. We trust the people we pass on the street not to attack us. We trust the bank not to steal our money. And right now you are thinking about exceptions, right? But just think about your computer, mobile phones, and all of the companies you are forcing to trust. Forcing to trust. You trust the company that wrote your operating systems. Even you trust the whole supply chain management. You trust the company that wrote your softwares you are using, including your web browsers, including your notepad, including your word processors, even including your antivirus softwares, including your antivirus softwares. Even you trust the email services, you trust the data, you trust the cloud services that's handling your data. One more thing, you trust the internet service provider. You trust the internet service provider and the company that assembled, install your home routers. And there are the dozen of companies you have. No choice but to trust. So, how to secure yourself from such a kind of attacks? Number one, don't use untrusted Wi-Fi. Okay, don't trust on the internet service provider. Number three, don't visit the 18 plus website. Number four, always use the anonymous browser that is Tor or the VPN services. Number four, always make backup of your backup. Number five, use the strong password. Don't connect any hardware device to your laptop. That's the only solutions we have. I hope you all understood, right? Yes, okay. Now, my next question. Are these websites authorized? Yes, that is Have I Been Pawned authorized website, but is Troy Hunt. You just visit here. That is Troy Hunt. These are all the open source intelligence tool, okay? You can grab the information about the person, about about the organization. That's all are the open source tool. I suggest you have here, that is Troy Hunt. Troy Hunt, that is Australian author. Please visit here. You can learn the most about the Have I Been Pawned or the dehashed, right? Yes, okay. I hope you all understand, right? And one more thing, don't share your information with different platforms like LinkedIn. And for me, LinkedIn is just like a Tinder. For me, LinkedIn is just like a Tinder. And why LinkedIn is just like a Tinder? Wait a minute. Check here. Wait. Okay. Okay. How many of you were using LinkedIn in 2012? How many of you were using LinkedIn in 2012? My voice audible? Yes or no? How many of
Yes.
you were using LinkedIn in 2012? Please post your answer in chat box. I did not myself. Yes. Okay. Now, why LinkedIn is just like a Tinder for me? Or you just a business tool? Wait. So LinkedIn was hacked in 2012. And there is one smart person, Mark Zuckerberg. All of you know Mark Zuckerberg. He's a smart person. Obviously, he's a smart person. So LinkedIn was hacked in 2012, and Mark had an account on LinkedIn in 2012, and Mark Zuckerberg account was hacked in 2012. So the LinkedIn database became a public in the last summer. I go through and check the Mark Zuckerberg LinkedIn password, and by the way, Mark Zuckerberg LinkedIn password was da da da. I repeat once again, Mark Zuckerberg LinkedIn password was da da da, and he wasn't using da 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 at his password on Facebook. I'm guessing he was using da 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 at his password on Facebook. And to make worse, Mark using same password almost everywhere. And this is really a stupid idea. This is really a stupid idea. And in many cases, we did a survey in which we asked people about their the password manager. And when we asked people about their the password manager, people said they only use one password. And they said they only use one password means their password manager only have one password and they use the one password almost everywhere. And this is really a stupid idea. And smart person make mistake like this. So don't use the same password everywhere. And right now and right away, each and every single website, each and every single application, each and every single device is vulnerable because everything is connected to the internet. Smart watch, vulnerable watch. Smart television, vulnerable television. And Internet of Things. And one more thing, Internet of Things it's just like the internet of insecure thing, right? How many of you think internet of things is just like the internet of insecure things? Are you liking this particular session? Please let me know in chat box. So I just understood. Okay. Okay. So internet of things, from my perspective, internet of things is just like the internet of insecure thing. Why internet of insecure things? Because right now I'm not worried about when the smart devices go on the internet. I'm not worried about the smart devices go on the internet. I'm worried when the stupid devices go on the internet. I'm not worried when the smart devices go on the internet, but I'm worried when the stupid devices go on the internet, because right now your washing machines is connected to the internet. Why your washing machine needs an internet connection? Right now your toaster is connected to the internet. Like stupid devices connected to the internet, right? And there are the lot of tools, there are the lot of softwares available on the internet. There are the lot of tools, lot of softwares available on the internet. Anyone can take your control, anyone can hack your, intercept your information, anyone can hack your device, IoT related stuff, and just put it on the public or the public sector. That's it. So the internet of things is just like internet of insecure things, right? Right now your smart bulbs, your insulin pumps, your medical devices, everything is connected to the internet. Even your pills is becoming a smart, it's become a smart. Your smart pills, insulin pumps, you buy the smart toy for your cat, you buy the smart cooler for your animals, right? So internet of things is just like an internet of insecure things, and manufacturers and the designers create the cheaper and cheaper products because they don't care about your security. No one is taking care of your security. They only want your data and the privacy. That's it. And government favors the insecurity, corporation favors the insecurity because of the benefit, because government want your social espionage, your social control. Government wants your social control and the social activity. That's it. And corporation wants just benefit. I hope you all understand, because everyone is just doing a business. That's it. Then my next thing, wait a minute. Do you know anything about smart mattress? Yes or no? But we have to adapt this technology. Yes, you can't go against any trends, right? Because you know what, like today's our society will not be able to function without internet and the electricity, or the internet of things, because we are reliant on the internet, we are reliant on the electricity. You need to follow only the precautions, you need to follow the countermeasures only. That's the only solutions we have, right? And how many of you think that end-to-end encryptions really work? Please tell me, how many of you think that end-to-end encryptions really work? I'm waiting for your answer. Yes or no? Please tell me. How many of you think that end-to-end encryptions really work? Everyone knows Pegasus scenario, right? Everyone knows Pegasus scenario. So what do antivirus companies do when spyware collects your data? Or was it really an end-to-end encryptions work at that time? Please tell me. End-to-end encryptions really work. I think WhatsApp, right? And why BlackBerry banned in India? Because BlackBerry provide the encryptions, and government, I suppose it works. BlackBerry, provide the proper encryption, but government really in favors the security, in favors the insecurity, right? So next thing, wait a minute. Right now, your privacy is also connected to the internet. Do you know anything about, all of you heard about the smart mattress? All of you heard about the smart mattress? Wait a minute. Okay, so basically, smart mattress made in Spain. There are a lot of sensors inside the smart mattress. Then they will have an app. Means if you are outside your home, I hope you all understand. If you are outside your home and if your bed is used in suspicious way, the hailing app will warn you if your bed is used or not. Like what the hell is that? Right now, your privacy is also connected to the internet. Smart mattress made in Spain. There are a lot of sensors inside the smart mattress. Then they will have an app. Means if you are outside your home and if your bed is used in suspicious way, the hailing app will warn you if your bed is used or not. Means right now your privacy is also connected to the internet. Right now your smart toilet, smart home, smart appliances, everything is connected to the internet, right? Dual lock, and everything is hackable. In fact, everything is hackable because at their core, everything is computer, right? So let's watch a video and wait a minute. That is until now. Okay. Your partner isn't faithful, but you are smart mattresses. So, uh, your partner isn't faithful, but you are smart mattresses. Okay. So it's all about the smart mattress. Then next thing. Okay, all of you heard about the ransomware, WannaCry, how to analyze the malware, how to create the viruses, then how to analyze the malware, or do you know anything about the cryptors? Please tell me, do you know anything about cryptors? All of you heard about cryptors, how to analyze them, how to encrypt the malwares? Yes or no? I want your answer. Do you know anything about the WannaCry, ransomware, or the cryptors, or the viruses, bombs? Okay, now so the Russian hacker created the one virus or the one ransomware, that is Popcorn ransomware. So basically, ransomware infect your system, encrypt your file, and ask you to pay some sort of amount. Ask you to pay €1,000. And check here, if you don't have €1,000, if you don't have €1,000, they will provide you to two another options. Means you have to infect the two more victims. They will provide you the two URLs. If you want your files back, like videos or the images, they will provide the two options. You have to infect the two more victims. So the first victim doesn't have €1,000, infect two more victims. Two more victims doesn't have €1,000, infect two more victims, like goddamn dinosaur. And you can't, you just don't agree, So it's all about the Popcorn ransomware. So Popcorn ransomware infect your system, encrypt your file, and ask you to pay like €1,000. And if you want your files back, you have to infect the two more victims. Two more victims. First victim doesn't have €1,000, infect two more victims. Two more victims doesn't have €1,000, infect two more victims. Like goddamn dinosaur. And it's very hard to angry this kind of people. Okay, so it's all about the ransomware. And Bitcoin. I think all of you heard about the Bitcoin blockchain, right? Bitcoin blockchain smart contract. From my perspective, Bitcoin is not a good tool. Bitcoin is not a good currency because there are a lot of hackers, there are a lot of black hat hackers created the ransomware, viruses, and this kind of stuff, and ask you to pay some sort of amount, right? Yes or no? Right? That's it. Then, next thing, your car is also hackable. In 2015, the two security researchers took over the control of Jeep and car. In 2015, the two security researchers took over the control of Jeep and car, and they did it from the 15 miles away through the internet-connected entertainment systems. In 2015, the two security researchers took over the control of Jeep and car, and they did it from the 15 miles away through the internet-connected entertainment systems. And you can search the YouTube videos here. In the meanwhile videos, the hacker used the third-party applications to turn on the wiper, turn on the air conditioning, and eventually kill the engine. But this was just a demonstration. This is not a murder attempt. So right now your car is also hackable. Even your medical device is also hackable. Your pacemakers, right? Your ATMs, because right now ATMs operates on the Windows operating systems. Windows operating system. So I will demonstrate you everything. Wait a minute. So let's watch here. That is car hacking.
It's not fun to have your 2-ton SUV's brakes hacked just as you're parked in front of a ditch.
Okay, hold on tight. Hold on. Oh.
That's what I've learned from Charlie Miller and Chris Balasek, a pair of hackers who have spent the last year developing a piece of software that can wirelessly sabotage this 2014 Jeep Cherokee.
It hasn't been altered in any way. There are no devices attached to it. But like many thousands of Jeeps around the world, it can be remotely hacked over the internet through a cellular connection to its entertainment system that would allow someone to take over its steering, its transmission, and even its brakes.
To demonstrate that, I'm going to act as today's crash test dummy and drive it on the highway here in St. Louis, while Charlie and Chris hijack it.
AC and stuff. I didn't do that.
The trick started small.
Oh my god. There's a picture of Charlie and Chris in tracksuits that just appeared on the dashboard.
But as I drove down the interstate, things started getting unpleasant and very loud.
Perfect. Can't turn it down. And now the air conditioning is blasting, the music is blasting, and I can't see anything because of the windshield wiper fluid.
Okay, do it. Do it. Kill the engine. So we're killing the engine right now.
It says park sense. Actually, can decelerate.
I stomped on the gas, but the Jeep slowed to a crawl.
It says 40 to 40 miles an hour, but I'm not going that fast.
I turned on my hazard lights, but I was still stuck in the right lane with no shoulder to escape onto.
Guys, I'm stuck on the highway.
The accelerator.
So it's all about the car hacking, okay? I hope you all understand. Then, do you know anything about the darknet? All of you heard about the darknet? Or how to access the block websites, how to secure yourself from such a kind of attack, how to surf anonymously. Do you know anything about the darknet? Pankaj, yes, I know. Okay. So I go through the different websites. Okay. You can check here. Recently, I go through the darknet and visit the different websites. So I catch one website here that is Trump Dumps. Trump Dumps. There is one website that is Trump Dumps. So this website sells the credit card informations to the people. Sell the credit card informations, and even you can hire hackers. You can hire hackers. You can hire any criminal or anything. You can do such a kind of criminal activities on the darknet, right? And if you want to access the darknet, you need only the Tor browser, that is the Onion router. If you want to access the block website or surf anonymously, I suggest you 2 or 3 websites here. First, please use the dark browsers, Tor, the Onion router. And if you want to committing a crime and if you don't want to police to trace your bill back, just use the Tor, the Onion router. So basically, Tor change your IP address, change your identity, and gives you the new identity. Means if you are committing a crime and if you don't want to police to trace your bill back, just use the Tor. And if Tor block in your organization, I suggest you another website that is UltraSurf. Another website that is UltraSurf, or another one that is Orbot, mobile application Orbot. Or you can use the different kind of VPN services. Okay, surf anonymously, or you can surf anonymously, so no one can track you. I hope you all understood, right? Yes or no? So please visit the VPN services, please visit the Tor, and you can access the things. That's it. Okay. Then next thing, do you know anything about the rubber ducky? Rubber ducky. Please tell me, all of you heard about the rubber ducky? Do you know anything about the rubber ducky? Yes or no? No. Okay. Now, here we go. You can check here. So the rubber ducky just look like your pen drive, and rubber ducky just like look like your pen drive. If I connect to your laptop only for 5 seconds, I can take full control of your lap. I can take full control of your activity. I can modify the things. Okay, modify the things. Then I can check your activity, what pictures you have, what the things you have. Okay, so it just look like your pen drive. Rubber ducky. Then next product, that is Wi-Fi Pineapple. So basically, Wi-Fi Pineapple creates a fake hotspot or the Wi-Fi name. And once the users connects to the fake Wi-Fi, you will get all the informations about the victim, like the last visited websites, then the videos, then the bank credentials, and everything with using the Wi-Fi Pineapple. So you are not at all safe on the internet. Okay, so don't share your personal information with different platforms, right? Because every sort of time you produce the data. If you buy, if I am bought something from the online website, I produce the data like credit card information, billing information, right? Ola or the Uber, you produce the more data like your location information, then your destination or the source information, right? So data is the new oil. So please don't share your data with different platforms. And you already shared your information with different platforms. Okay, so please don't visit the unwanted website. Don't use the untrusted Wi-Fi. And always make a backup of your backup. One more thing, always make backup of your backup, right? And always make unique password, always make unique email IDs. So no one can hack you, no one can beat you. And make password in your mother tongue. That's it. So the next thing, how to control how to monitor somebody's computers. So all I have to do is, wait a minute. How to monitor the victim's computer activity, or how to control the things from the victim computer. Wait a minute, I will demonstrate tools then. Okay, Now all I have to do is please install the RAT. Otherwise, I will share with you remote access Trojan. RAT, the remote access Trojan. Okay. Trojan. Okay. Remote access Trojans. That is the NGRAT and .exe. It will take some time, so please wait. Okay. Cannot execute. Okay. NGRAT. Now you can check here. Please open your NGRAT first. My screen visible, right? Sound audible? Yes or no? Okay. Now, if you want to monitor somebody's computer or the victim's computer, you need the port number. You need the victim's port number or the victim's computer IP address. So I just do it on my own computer. So I just clicked port start here. Okay. Maximize your screen here. Just click allow access, and then wait a minute. Just click it on the builder. Okay. Type the victim's IP address here, 127 or whatever you want. Victim's IP address, type victim IP address, type the port number, and then create a server.exe and save it on desktop. That is built, and just click save it on desktop, server.exe. Okay. Okay. Then minimize your screen here, back to the desktop, and okay. Now just click it on server.exe, run as an administrator. You clicked yes. Okay. Okay. Once again, run as administrator. Okay, now you can check here. I connect to the server, that is server.exe. Then you can control the victim activity. Like you can remotely access the things. You can turn on the webcams. You can access the microphones. You can put the keyloggers. You can put the keyloggers virtually and capture the keystroke, like passwords, right? Then you can send the messages remotely. It's all about the NGRAT, remote access Trojan. You can remotely access the things from the victim's computer. I think all of you, I hope you all understand, right? So you need the port number. So how to find out the port number and the IP address? So how to find out the port number and the IP address? If you want to find out the any IP address, please use the ping command or netstat-a for the port. Otherwise, please download the tools, that is Nmap and ZenMap. Nmap, ZenMap. Nmap and ZenMap. I hope you all understood, right? Yes or no? If you have any queries, please post your queries fast. Yes? You need only the port number and the IP address, and just click to the just connect with your server, and you can take control of your victims' computers and monitor the victim's activity. Okay. Then next thing.
Mr. Ajay, what were those 4 commands? You went very fast. One was
Okay.
ping, another was netstat.
Okay, wait a minute, sir. Please type ping so you can find out the victim's IP address. Okay, find out victim IP address, victim IP address. Then second netstat-a, you can find out the port number here, port number. Otherwise, you can find out the port information with using the Nmap or the ZenMap. Port information. Port information. Okay. Wait a minute, I will demonstrate you how to find out the victim's IP address. So just open your CMD command prompt, type the command here. For example, if you want to find out the website IP address, another website IP address, type the command www.certifiedhacker.com and just click enter. So you can check the IP address here, and how to find out the port number, that is netstat-a, enter. So you can find out the port information here. Okay, so you need the victim port number and the IP address. That's it. So you can monitor the victim's activity. You can monitor the things, right? That's it. Okay. I hope you all understood. And if you want software or the RAT, just let me know. I will share with you. right? Okay, then now, do you know anything about the cryptors? Please tell me, do you know anything about cryptors? What are the cryptors? Okay, and why antivirus software not work properly? I will demonstrate you why antivirus software not work properly. Do you know anything about the cryptors? Yes or no? Please let me know in chat section. Do you know anything about the cryptors? Or if you have any queries now, please post your queries in chat box. Do you know anything about the cryptors or how to know? Okay, so I will explain you. Now, what are the cryptors? Malware threats. Okay. Okay, that is different kind of cryptors. Okay, financial loss, common ports, wrappers. Okay, now what are the cryptors? So, cryptor is a software which is used by hackers to hide viruses, keyloggers, or tools in any kind of file so that they do not easily get detected by antiviruses. Means black hat hackers or the many hackers use the cryptors, so no one, not even a single antivirus detect the malware or the antivirus or the keyloggers. Okay, so cryptor is a software which is used by hackers to hide viruses, keyloggers, or tools in any kind of file so that they do not easily get detected by antiviruses. So it's all about the cryptors. Now I will demonstrate you how to encrypt the malwares, how to create the viruses, how to create the worms, and then I will demonstrate you how to hack the Wi-Fi, like how to extract the password, then how to perform the different technique like brute force, dictionary attack, and the other techniques. Okay, so now just do one thing here, created your server.exe. Now how to analyze, just keep in mind, first analyze malware, analyze malware, and then second we need to perform the task. Second task, what, encrypt the malware, encrypt the malware with using soy scripter, or the any cryptors you can use. Okay, whatever you want. So please visit the virustotal.com. Then next, please visit virustotal.com. VirusTotal. Okay, click here. If you want to analyze the malware, what the virus says, please visit the virustotal.com. Now you can check why antivirus is not work properly. So just click choose file and select your server.exe enter that file, or the virus or the ransom or Trojan. Open here and just confirm upload. Click it on just confirm upload. It will take some time, so please wait. Wait a minute. Okay, now you can check here server.exe, that is 57 security vendors. Take a screenshot here. 57 security vendors flag this file as a malicious. Now encrypt your server.exe file. How to encrypt your server.exe file? And you can check here, and then you can check here. Okay, wait a minute. Now how to encrypt the malware? So please install the soy scripter first. I already have soy scripter. So malware threats, then soy scripters. Please visit the cryptors here and then click it on soy scripter. Now You can check here. All you have to do is just click file, how to encrypt your malware. Click file, select your server.exe or other file, that is server.exe, and just click open. Okay, then click it on startup mutex and just click it on encrypt. So you can encrypt any malware with using the cryptors. Means not even a single antivirus detect the malware or the actual keyloggers. And just click here encrypt and save it on desktop. Save it on desktop and that's save. Now close. Okay, back to the virustotal.com. Now you can check the same file. Okay, first file contain 57 security vendor flag this file is malicious. Now check here, choose file, choose the encrypted file, that is encrypted file, and click open and just confirm upload. Wait a minute. That is 3666. 33, 66 and 57, 66. Okay, now you can check here only the 38 security vendor flag this file as a malicious file. That is a previous server.exe file. Okay, now you can check 38 out of 68, right? So you can encrypt any malware, any viruses with using the cryptors. Means not even a single antivirus detect the malwares or the other keyloggers. I hope you all understood, right? Yes or no? Please post your answer in chat box. Yes or no? I'm waiting for your reply. Yes, sir. Okay. That's it. Then, how to crack the Wi-Fi password or how to crack the Windows login password. Then, do you know anything about the FOCA? Do you know anything about the FOCA or the Multigo? FOCA or the Multigo? No. With using FOCA and Multigo, you can hack any device. You can hack any social media platforms. You can take username, password, email IDs. You can extract the metadata with using different tools. Okay, wait a minute. First, Google Colab. Okay. Google Colab. Okay. Now. P and just create a new notebook here. Wait a minute. Okay, it will take some time, so please wait. Now, how to crack the Wi-Fi password or how to extract the password? Okay. So all you have to do is just click, just download the KNenable here. That is oxip.it. My screen visible? Yes or no? How to crack the Wi-Fi password? How to extract the Wi-Fi password? Or how to extract the Windows login password? So please visit KNenable here. All you have to do is just click it on the wireless password. If you want to crack the Wi-Fi password, if you want to extract the Wi-Fi password, so click it on the wireless password here. Just click it on the plus sign here. It will take some time, so please wait. And then you can check your passwords here, like Wi-Fi passwords. Okay, WPA or WPA twice password. Okay. Oh, software name. Okay, KNenable. Cain and Abel. Or you can download the Offcrack also, Offcrack or Lovecrack. Other one, that is John the Reaper. John the Reaper. John the Reaper. Okay. What's happening, man? So please download the software Cain and Abel. All you have to do is just click it on the wireless password here. And then click it on the plus sign, and it will take some time, and then you can check your passwords. Okay. Otherwise, if you want to crack the WPA twice password, just click it on the crack and then crack your passwords. If you want to find out the Windows mail password here, click it on the Windows mail password and just crack it. And one more thing, don't accept the caches and cookies all the time. Don't accept the caches and cookies all the time, because caches and cookies contains your credentials. Okay. So I suggest you the one tool, you can delete, destroy, and block all the cookies and the caches. So I suggest the tool that is Zzapper. Okay, Zzapper. Zzapper. Don't accept the caches and cookies all the time. So please delete, block, and detect all the caches and cookies with using Zzapper. Zzapper. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, now you can check here the different passwords available here. Okay, adapter, GUID, then type, and SSID. Right? So you can extract the password with using the Cain and Abel. And I suggest you another tool, that is John the Reaper, Offcrack, and Lovecrack. John the Reaper, Offcrack, and Lovecrack. John the Reaper, Offcrack, and Lovecrack. Okay, I hope you all understand. Yes or no? Please tell me fast. Right? And if you want the softwares, I will share with you at the end of the session. Okay? That's it. Okay, then next. And the bash. Fish. Okay, if you want to create the phishing websites, how to create the phishing websites? So there are a lot of GitHub links available. Okay, on the GitHubs, you can take and clone the GitHub links here. So how to create the phishing websites, how to detect the phishing websites, how to do how to perform the spoofing attack, and how to detect the spoofing. So first, clone the link. I will share with you. Then second, I require the PHP, but it's not installed. So first, install the PHP, that is apt-get install, and here we go, PHP, and just shift and enter. Okay, right? Okay. So it will take some time. And instead of Kali Linux, you can use the Google Colab or Termix. Use the Google Colab or the other platform instead of Kali Linux. And we actually need the certified ethical hacker. We actually need the cybersecurity, because hackers only find out the vulnerabilities and weaknesses in the web applications or in the in any applications. So we need the hackers. And as per NASCOM, we need 74,000 ethical hacker required per year. Bash selfish .sh not working. Not. Okay, now you can check here. These are the different. You can create the different fake pages with using such a tool, that is Shellfish, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. So just click it here. That is one, and enter. Okay, wait a minute. So Shellfish provided the two links. One is short and one is long. And whenever the victims put their credentials, you will get all credentials. That is username and password here. Okay. So please clone the link, that is Shellfish. Otherwise, I suggest you another link, that is hacking tools. Instead of Kali Linux, you can use the different tools here. Okay. I hope you all understand. That's it. Then do you know anything about the Shodan? Shodan, yes or no? One of the hacking first or one of the hacking finest search engine, Shodan. Shodan. Search engine, Shodan search engines. Now, right now you're all the devices connected to the internet, right? So you can find out the IoT devices here, like your refrigerator, your nuclear plant, power plant, then your connected things like IoT devices, search engine for the internet of everything, right? And if you want to access the CCTV cameras, if you want to access the somebody's or the victim CCTV cameras or the public CCTV cameras, you can access the CCTV cameras with using Shodan. So all I have to do is just type your IP address here, CCTV IP address here, and just click search. First, create your account here, login, create your account, then type the IP address, and you can access the CCTV cameras. And otherwise, you can access the public cameras, public CCTV cameras. So all I have to do is webcam XP here, type webcam XP, and just click search here. Okay, that is webcam XP authenticated fail or webcam XP5, then webcam XP. So you can access the public cameras, okay? And if you want to access the private camera, just you need to find out the IP address and for IP address information and just click it here. So all the devices information you can find here, okay? Right? And for example, if you want to find out the DNS information or the mail exchanger information, just type Microsoft here, Microsoft anything, whatever you want, and just click here. Okay, so you can find the different information, right? I hope you all understood, right? That's it. So you can just do one more thing, just do one thing here. If you want to access the CCTV cameras, or if you want to access the refrigerator, or power plant or the nuclear plant, I hope you all you know about the Stuxnet, right? Stuxnet. Yes. So you can access anything like images. You can monitor the things. That is website asks just one part of the internet. You shouldn't to discover everything from power plant, mobile phones, refrigerator, and Minecraft servers. Monitor the network exposure. Keep track of all your devices that are directly accessible from the internet. Shodan provides a comprehensive way of all exposed service to help you stay. And just keep in mind, always make stick on your webcam. Always put stick on your webcam or the mobile phone camera, because we people carry those smartphones everywhere, and at the same time, smartphone is spying on you. Smartphone is spying on you. How to crack? How to bypass the screen pattern? How to bypass the screen pattern or the bypass the password lock? So please use the FlexiSpy grabber here. If you want to bypass the screen pattern lock, please download the FlexiSpy grabber. FlexiSpy grabber. Okay. And if you want to find out the victim's activity, just download the different spyware here. Okay. I'm not talking here about the Pegasus. There are a lot of spyware available on the internet. Okay. So you can monitor the victim's activity. So just click view demo here. And just click login. But you need to pay some sort of fees here, okay? It's not a free tool. That is call logs. You can find out the call logs, then the OLP, then the emails, OIP recorders, keyloggers, live listening. Like you can find out what pictures they have, what videos they have, okay? That's it. Then next thing. I hope you all understand about, do you know anything about the email spoofing stuff? Email spoofing, SMS spoofing, yes or no? Is it free? No, it's not free. If you want to hack somebody's mobile phone, I will suggest you another tools. That is Network Spoofer or the AirDroid. But just don't do that, okay? Do you know anything about the Network Spoofer, or wait a minute. Email spoofing, SMS spoofing, right? Yes or no? Please tell me in chat box. All of you heard about the SMS spoofing, email spoofing? Okay then. No. Yes. Okay. So how to perform the SMS or the email spoofing? I suggest 2 or 3 websites here only. That is email spoofing website. Okay, email spoofing website. Okay. So please visit here the emik.tz. So all I have to do is, if you want to, so say for an example, I want to send an email to a friend of mine from billgate@microsoft.com. So all I have to, offering my friend job at Microsoft. So all I have to do is type from name, type from the email address, type the subject of the email, like job proposal, and in this input field, type something like, "Dear Varun, heard a lot about you from my representative Mumbai. Would you like to work as part of my personal technical team at here in Mumbai? Of course, $9 salary offered to you. Please call me at your convenience. Thanks. Returns warm regards, Bill Gates or maybe Billu." Okay. And whenever you send an emails, your friend check his inbox. He would probably receive an email. The best part is that my friend first reply gets back to billgate@microsoft.com. So it's all about the email spoofing, right? And if you want to perform the SMS spoofing, I suggest you another tool, that is smsgang.com. smsgang.com, or you can do the smsglobal.com. So you can send the SMS for free here. Okay, only heard the term. Okay, so you can just send the fake emails or the fake messages, do this spoofing, right? Are you liking this particular session? Yes or no? Okay, cool. Now next thing. For example, I just suggest you another RAT, another remote access Trojan. So if you want to find out the last visited website information from the victim's computer, wait. That is remote access virus looker, GPS virus maker, Trojan types, remote access, YAML occur. Okay, create server, YAML occur. ProRat. Okay, ProRat. Wait a minute. Wait. ProRat. Okay, so okay, so first all I have to do is just type the victim IP address here, port number information here, then create your server here. Okay, that is create the ProRat server. Check the notification general settings, bind with a file. So you can bind any file with the select file. You can select the any images here. This PC. Okay, back. Desktop, no desktop, then pictures. Wait a minute. So you can select any picture here, just click open and then create a server. So enter your nick, that is hacker. You can type the name here and just then check. You can check here, there is messages, last visited websites information here. Okay, but you need to connect with your servers, that is server.exe. That's it. So you can monitor the victim's activity or last visited website informations with using the ProRAT. Then next, and one more finest important tool, that is Multigo. Multigo. So please download the Multigo. Just do the proper registration. One of the finest tool. You can perform the penetration testing. You can perform the forensic. Okay, forensic stuff. Then you can find out you can hack the different social media platforms with using the Multigo. You can find out your friend's email ID or the contact number. You can find out the account information, bank account information here with using Multigo. Right? You can find out your tweets and anything. You can find out your mobile information, device information, so with using Multigo. You can hack any device with using Multigo. So please download the Multigo here, that is CE 4.2. CE 4.2. And if you wanna, please visit here first. Okay, minimize your screen. Wait a minute. Visit here, that is Multigo. Okay. Increase the speed and precision of complex investigation. So you can perform the cybersecurity operation, law enforcement, trust and safety, then power of transform. So there are a lot of transforms available here. You can find out the information. Okay, grab the information. It's all about the footprinting kind of stuff, right? Okay, then wait a minute. So these are the different entities available here. My screen visible, right? Yes or no? Can I find my lost device even if it's switch off using Multigo? You can find your device with using the IMEI tracker only. Because most of the people think remove your SIM card, remove your battery, and you people think you are really safe on the internet. But at the same time, your cell phone tower tracks you with using your EMI tracker, with using your IMEI number. Okay, you can track. You can post your query on my mail ID. Okay. Okay, so these are the different entities available here. For example, you can check here first full contact. If you want to find out some person or the organization contact information like email addresses, Twitter, domain, person, company, please install the full contact entity. Then if you want to check your account has been compromised or not, please install the have I been pawned entity here. Then next one, IP information. If you want to find out the IP information, that is like devices or the website, please install this entity, that is IP information. Then you can find out the social media information here, that is social link C. Then you can access the IoT devices. You can hack the IoT devices with using Shodan entities. Then wait a minute, you can collect the movie database, like grab the information with using the movie database. So you need to install the entities here, right? And these are the different entities. Okay, so please install the different entities, that is Trade Connect, ZeroFox, Transform, Social Link Pros, then the Polonius. Then the people, you can find out the person information, address and email IDs with using people's, right? Then the Cofense Intelligence, Cipher Trace, then the Trade Miner and Wayback Machine. So you can collect the archived informations with using Wayback entity. You can collect the archived informations with using Wayback Machine entity. So these are the different entities. So please install the different entities first, okay? And then perform the task. Then only you can perform the task. Okay, that's it. Okay, now how to perform? So you need to create the task first. Create a graph here. So just click here, click new. Okay, click new here. Okay, so first do your proper registration and installation. Okay, and then you have to just extract your domain here, drag and drop here, change your domain name here, for example the google.com. You can type the Patherwal to google.com here, that is google.com, and just click OK. Okay, now so these are the different parameters, these are the different transformation available here for the, that is all transform. You can find out the contact number, you can find out the IP address, you can find out the URL information, you can find out the contact number, you can find out the person information, GPS information, email addresses, then to date time within properties. Okay, so just click on to phone numbers, then to website monitoring domain, to DNS name, or the other one that is from who is information. Okay, okay, you can check here. So you just grab the information, you just collect the information like domain information, like contact number, email IDs, or the IP information, so the DNS server information, with using the Meltego, one of the finest tool, one of the finest investigation tool or the pen testing tool. Okay, two phone numbers within properties. Dismiss all. Then to website mentioning here. Okay, now you can check here. Okay, then you can change your graphs information here. Okay, so it's all about the Multigo. For example, if you want to find out the email address, if you want to find out the information from email address, just type your email address here. Okay, so you can find out the person information and the contact information. So you need to perform the different tasks here only. Just click it here and just click on the phone number, email addresses, URL to websites, and you can check the another one, that is have I been pawned. So you can check your account has been compromised or not. Then the second one, that is standard transform, that is all transform. Gate tags, to date time, to DNS name, to domain within properties, to person, to phone numbers, to URL, right? So please visit here to all transforms. I hope you all understand, right? Understood, right? So you can find out the image information also here. Please drag and drop the image here, and you can find out the image information. Please drag and drop the phone number here, find out the phone number information. Please drag and drop the centimeters here, find out the centimeters information here. That's it, as simple as that. Okay, and please find out the different entities here, right? I hope you all understood. And if you don't understand anything, please post your email IDs. I will share the contents with you. Right? Yes or no? Okay, now next one, how to extract the information, like confidential information. I repeat once again, how to capture the confidential information. If you want to capture the information from like the Aadhaar card informations, or PAN card information, so anything from any websites. So how to extract the information from the website? So I suggest another tool, that is, wait a minute, I just close here. Close window. Discard all. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, now data is the new oil, right? Every industry rely on the data. Every industry wants your data. Okay, so how to extract the information? How to extract the information, that is URL, contact number, email IDs. You can extract anything from the websites with using the web data extractor. With using web data extractor, instead of web data extractor, you can use the web data extractor pro. So what is the web data extractor? So completely new powerful spiraling engine, completely reworked user interface. Then you can check your web data extractor pro is web scraping tool, specifically designed for mass gathering of various data type. It can harvest URLs. And okay, so you can grab the information, you can extract the information from different sources with using the web data extractor. Okay, if you want to learn more and more things about viruses or the malware, please visit here. That is Malware Museum. Malware Museum. If you know do the R&D or research and development, please visit here. That is Malware Museum. Okay, so the Malware Museum is a collection of malware program, usually the viruses that were distributed in the 1980s and 1990s. Okay, so you can find the information here. That is Malware Museum. Then how to collect the specific information from the company, or how to collect the employees detail from any company. For example, just visit this Spokio here. That is people search. You can collect the employees information with using Spokio. So just click search now. So you can collect the photos, family backgrounds, and everything with using Spokio, right? Then next one.
Sir, can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
How can I acquire mail ID from academic institutions? Is there any tools like that?
Sorry, sir. Please repeat once again.
How can I extract email ID from the web of academic institutions?
Just use the web data extractor only and just type your URL, like website name only. You just across anything. You just extract
From
anything,
the
okay?
from that particular website we can extract, but I want the from any websites.
You can collect now. You can collect from any website. You can extract from any website.
For that I have to type the URL of that website.
Yes, URL, and you need to click it on Google, then the different options.
No, sir, I am asking that I don't want to type the URL of any website.
You don't want to type any URL, right?
Yeah.
You need to type the URL first and then extract the information. That's the only solution.
Sir, one more request is there. If we got the list of tool names, website names, their utilities, and the platforms we have to use that OS, if we have got that type of list, it will be easy for us to work on that.
Okay. Yes, sir. I will. At the end of the day, I will share with you all the content PDFs, then software list, and the purpose of softwares. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay. One hacker called me that I have been awarded from PhonePe now. Okay. So, is there any query? Please post your queries in chat box. Otherwise, we need to proceed. Yes or no? Please post your queries. And you know what? Google knows more than your parents. So how many of you think that is Google doing a great job? Please tell me, is Google doing a great job or not? Please tell me, Google doing a great job or not? Not okay. No, actually, Google is doing a great job. Their products are excellent, but I just wish I could pay for them with money instead of paying for them with my privacy or with my data. Okay. I just wish I could pay for them with money instead of paying, instead of paying for them with my data or the privacy. Otherwise, Google products are excellent, right? Google provide different kind of services. Our data is not secure, not at all secure, because you already shared your information with different platforms, right? Does using these tools might put system at risk? No. Just keep in mind, you already shared your information with different platforms, right? So don't be worry about your data. You already shared your data with different platforms. Anyway, next one. Do you know anything about the DOS or DDoS attack? How to perform the DOS? And one more thing, please visit here. That is Contra, OWASP. OWASP Contra. Okay, so please visit here. You can perform the different tasks. That is the real-time cases available here. Okay. You can perform the cross-site scripting, then the SQL injection attack, then the entity injection directory. For example, you can check the SSRF attack. That attack happens on Capital One. So just follow the tutorials. Okay, here Contra, that is server-side request forgery. You need to follow the steps and just perform the attack. It's a real-time attack. Okay, so please visit here. So just click it next. Then copy the capital address here. Just click next. Then enter. You need to type the username and password. So you can check the real-time attacks with using Contra. Okay, you need to copy here. Copy at the live mail. Control V. Then copy and paste here. Then enter. Okay. Then follow the next step. Just click on the more account information. Just change card image. You can select the image. You can drop and down the image here, upload and preview. So these are the different real-time attack. Okay, so please visit here. That is Contra server-side request forgery. Contra server-side request forgery. Okay, that's it. Then next thing, another tool I suggest, that is FOCA the Evil. If you want to collect the metadata, please visit here, FOCA the Evil. FOCA the Evil. Or I will demonstrate you. Wait a minute. And if you want to learn more and more stuff about the cyber security, ethical hacking, so I suggest you please visit here. That is Black Hat 2021. You can find out the white papers. You can find out the real-time attacks. You can find out how to hack the hardware, how to hack the softwares and other kind of stuff. Okay, so please visit here, Black Hat 2021. And the another website, that is DEFCON 2021. DEFCON 2021. Okay, so you can find out the white papers. You can find out the materials here. Now, footprinting, okay. Now, how to collect the metadata from any website? So just download the FOCA here, FOCA the evil. Okay. Okay. So please install the FOCA, that is FOCA the evil, so you can collect the metadata from any website. So all I have to do is open the FOCA, the final version here. Just click on the project, new project. Type the project name here. For example, sans.org, or you can say the sans. Okay, only the sans or Google. Then the google.com, then just create here and save it on desktop. Just click save and project saved successfully. Now click on the custom search and search or the search all. It's already searching documents. So you can collect the metadata, you can collect the confidential information in a PDF format. You can extract the information from different websites. Okay, with using the FOCA, one of the finest tools, FOCA the evil. FOCA the evil. Okay. Then next, how to create the malware. So okay. Then how to create the malware or the worms. Okay, if you want to create the worms or the viruses, or if you want to modify the somebody's computers, like hack the somebody's computers, turn on the microphone, turns on the webcam and anything. So please visit here, that is generator, internet worm maker generator. Okay, now internet worm maker things. So how to create the worms? So first type the worm name here, then second type the author name, version name, message, and always just click on the start as a service. So these are the different options available here. For example, hide all drives, disable task manager, disable keyboard, disable mouse message box, disable Windows security, disable Norton security, uninstall, disable log off, no search command, swap mouse button. Okay, so you can perform the different tasks. You can modify the things on the victim's computer. So all you have to just do is just generate a worm. So you got the .vbs file. Send the same VBS file to the victims through the emails or through the any other platforms. And whenever the victims click on that kind of file, you can modify or you can monitor everything. You can perform the different tasks. Okay, with using the internet worm maker thing. That's it. It's all about the internet worm maker thing, right? Then do you know anything about Barnaby Jack, one of the finest hacker? All of you heard about the Barnaby Jack? Sorry, can you
I have one question.
Yes, please.
You are saying this worm will come as a PDF file, and if the victim opens the PDF file, then this worm will get into my machine. Is
Yes,
it?
yes.
Now, how to protect? I mean, how to check whether the PDF file has this type of thing or not?
Sir, hello.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So you need to check the file is infected or not, right? So you have to do one thing. Just go to the virustotal.com or the AVS virus total or the AVS virus total. Now, how to protect yourself from such a kind of attack? So there are a lot of patch available on the internet. Okay, you can write your patch. and protect your system. Okay, and if you want patch, I will share with you.
Okay, please share those patches. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, I have a website, but why I got a huge traffic from. Sir, can you tell us about the SMS bombing as a victim? What we can do? Does using these tools might put system at a risk? It's all about the basic things. Okay, so perform the task, Internet Warmaker things, then use the different patches. That's it. And one more thing, how to protect yourself such kind of attacks. Use the different protection tools. Okay, use the different protection tools and follow the precautions, follow the countermeasures. That's the only solutions we have, right? Then one of the finest hacker, and why right now everything will be going online. It starts from your oven, your refrigerator, okay, and your ATM machine, your financial things is also connected to the internet. So don't share your, and you can also bypass the OTP, one factor OTP, one time password, or the one factor authentications or two factor authentications with using the tools, that is Zanti. With using Zanti, you can bypass the one factor or the two factor authentications. You can bypass the OTP. You can grab the credentials like bank informations. There are a lot of Trojans available on the internet. Okay. So wait a minute. हेलो।
ऐसे ही होता है ऐसे आपको आपको कोई ना अंत में सोचिएगा कि हम चारों ही बस अपने हैं और कोई
Okay.
नहीं है। तब कुछ नहीं बताया।
Okay, next. One of the finest hacker, that is Barnaby Jack. So Barnaby Jack demonstrated the different medical. Barnaby Jack hacked the different medical devices and ATMs. Okay, because right now ATMs reliant on Windows operating systems. So you can check here. Wait a minute. That is Barnaby Jack. It's all about the jackpotting method. Okay, check here. So it's all about the jackpotting stuff. So please visit. Okay. Provide your mail ID, sir. Okay, I will share with you. And then system. Then how to perform the DOS or the DDoS attack? How to perform the DOS and DDoS attack? Then how to secure yourself from such a kind of attack? Wait a minute. Okay, so how to perform the DDoS or DOS attack? So after the completion of DDoS attacks, your website's not work. Okay, so you need to type the URL here. Just type IP address here and just start your flooding. That is faster speed and slower. And just click on the image origin malazers. Okay, and start your flooding. And after the completion of the DDoS, the website's not work properly. That is victim websites. Okay. Otherwise, I suggest you another tool that is HOIC, that is high orbit antenna. And you can please perform it on your own computers, okay? Own systems. Another one that is high orbit antenna, you need to target the things, just type the URL, click it on the high URL power, then click it on the booster and just click add and start your attack. It's all about the DDoS and kind of stuff, right? That's it. Then next, how to extract the Windows password. How to extract the Windows password or how to crack the Windows password. So just do one thing here, open your command prompt, close window. You can access the dark web through the Tor. A lot of websites available on the internet. Okay, so first open your CMD, run as administrator. Sorry. Open CMD. Run as an administrator here. Okay. Then type the query that is WMIC account user account gate name and that is seed. Enter. Then type the CD. Then copy the path. Okay, that is pwdump path. Copy pwdump 7. Okay, wait a minute. I will explain. Then type the pwdump 7.exe. Enter. So how to extract the Windows login password or the user account login password? Just follow the step here. Okay, so we got the different hashes here. Now just store the hashes into the hashes.txt file. Then that is pwdump 7.exe greater than c double dot slash hashes. Okay, hashes.txt and enter. Now you can check the hashes in the download folder. Now how to extract or how to gain the password? Wait a minute. A C folder here, that is hashes.txt. No, hashes.txt. Copy hashes.txt. Save it on desktop. Paste here. Wait a minute. Paste here and then open your log off crack. Off crack. and then load your pwdump file here. Okay, that is hashes.txt. Open, and then choose the table that is NTLM or the Vista free table. Just click install. So you need to accept the table that is XP free small. Okay, select folder, requested the table. Okay, and then click it on crack. And after the completion of 100%, we got the different username and password with using the off-crack. Okay, so you can crack any Windows login password with using the off-crack, LoveCrack. I suggest you some of the tools, that is off-crack, LoveCrack, and John the Reaper. Okay. And so how to detect the passive attack like Pegasus? You can use the AV test, perform the AV test. Vijay Kumar sir perform the AV test if you want to detect the passive attack. I will share the documentations with you, Vijay Kumar sir, or the websites and the documentation. Okay. Can you highlight the dark data or the dark net? You please visit the different websites available on the internet. You can visit through the VPN services. Okay. So if you have any queries, please post your queries. Okay, I will share my mail ID. You can post your queries here. That is socialspectraz@gmail.com. Okay, you can post your queries here if you have any queries. Okay. Amnesty.org. Okay. And I suggest you some podcasts for you. I suggest some textbook and podcast for you. Okay. So please listen, Darknet Diaries. Darknet Diaries. So you just understand the concept of privacy, security, and mass surveillance is the biggest popular business model of the internet. Mass surveillance, because surveillance is everywhere, right? So please listen here, darknet stories, the dark stories from the internet. Okay, the Project Ravan, then the Xbox. I suggest some blogs for you. Okay, dark diaries or other some podcasts, cybersecurity podcast here. Cybersecurity podcast. Patching security, then the darknet dark security. Please visit here Darknet Diaries and Hacking Humans, CW, that is social engineering stuff. Okay. And if you want to learn more and more things about the security and privacy, I suggest you Data and Golit. Data and Golit textbook. Data and Golit, that is hidden battles to collect your data and control the world, because spying is everywhere. Data and Golit. Okay. So if you have any queries, please post your queries. Please post your queries.
The one question is again that that PDF file that we get, how to check before opening whether this is safe or not.
Whether is it safe or not, right? I suggest you please visit the virustotal.com and check if the file is malicious or not.
Can you show its demo here?
Okay, wait a minute. Hmm. Yep, 13th is Friday. Sir, just visit here. Okay. That is virustotal.com. Wait. You need to add the choose file here. You need to add the virus file only. That is server.exe or the any PDF file or anything. And just click open here. And there are a lot of malware analysis tools available on the internet. You can post your PDF there and check the file is malicious or not. Okay, I suggest you some sort of tools here. Wait a minute. There is malware analysis. Okay, first create your virus with using the GPS virus maker. Okay, then create your worms. Now, how to analyze the worms, how to detect the worms, and how to detect the malwares. You can use the detection tools also. Driven, then the drives, Windows startup. File folder detecting Trojans and worms. You can detect the Trojans and worms with using the CAPTCHA network analyzer. So CAPTCHA is an intuitive network analyzer which provides detailed information to help check if there are the many Trojan activities on the network. Use the different detection tools or the virustotal.coms if you want to detect the file is malicious or not. Okay. First create the virus, then generate your PDFs, and then analyze with using the different tools. That is CAPTCHA detector analyzers, or otherwise you can use the anti-Trojans. Okay. Anyway, sir, I will share the other documentations of the demo with you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Prakash, sir, I will share with you.
Okay, thank you.
Please share your mail ID, sir, in chat box. So I will share the documentations related to the, the malicious things.
I think someone raised a hand. Please ask your question.
Open queue. Okay.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, the lecture was very useful for us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I feel, sir, these days we have lots of payment apps available. So to secure our payment bank, what should we do? Sir, is there any?
You know what?
Yes, sir.
Just keep it one single thing in your mind. Everything is connected to the internet means everything is vulnerable. Okay. So just do one thing. Don't install the malicious apps. Don't visit the unwanted websites. Don't use the untrusted Wi-Fi. That's the only solutions we have, because we can't go against the trends, right?
Okay. So
Okay.
actually, we have Paytm money. We have
Yes, people
Google
making
Pay. Yes,
black
yes.
attackers making the clone apps, Paytm clone apps or the Google Pay clone apps.
Yes, yes.
And there are a lot of Trojans or the viruses available on the internet. They can capture or the intercept your two-factor authentication also, or the OTPs also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so only one thing: don't visit the unwanted websites. That's the only solutions we have. Just follow the countermeasures. Okay.
But sir, sometimes we require these things very urgently. So that's why I'm asking this thing. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, other queries? No queries? Okay.
I think no queries are there.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, that's it.
So is it all from your end, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So I really, I am thankful to you for giving the lecture and explaining everything in very interesting manner. And I think all the participants have really enjoyed learning, enjoyed the session and learned number of things that they were unaware. So now, behalf of all the participants, I thank you so much. I extend my thank to you for
Thank you.
coming the lecture.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.